Could you pay me in advance?
You serious?
Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have a review on the campaign in Modern Warfare 3, the 2023 version. And I have to warn you guys, this video will have massive spoilers, so if you did not finish the story and you don't want spoilers, don't watch this video, okay? And also, I apologize for the delay in this video. I just had a lot of projects to do, but I kept my word and I wanted to still put out my review on the story in this game. We're going to be focusing on the campaign, not on multiplayer zombies, but just strictly reviewing the story. So I'm going to start the video now. So I mainly purchased Modern Warfare 3 for its story. I know that might be a rare sight, but I actually enjoy playing the stories in these games a lot. And since Makarov is the greatest Call of Duty villain of all time in my opinion, and he was getting rebooted, I really wanted to try this story. I had high hopes for this game. This was one of my most anticipated games in 2023. Unfortunately, the story has so many plot holes, it's only about 4 hours long, and the missions are oftentimes very badly designed. So let's start out with the start of the story. In the very first mission, you are infiltrated a rebooted gulag trying to break out prisoner 627, who you think may be Captain Price, but is actually Makarov in the opening. It's a twist when you find out you are actually playing as the Ultranationalists and you're breaking Makarov out.
Железный план.
Любой план зависит от его выполнения. Это только начало.
All teams, we have him. Moving in 30.
I think that's
Для меня это
Makarov.
большая честь.
Yeah.
Командир Макаров.
Wow, look at that that twist. So in the original one you were saving
Рад видеть вас обоих. Тебя тоже.
Что вы добились в этой камере?
Это только верхушка айсберга. All stations, this is your commander, Vladimir Makarov. Call sign Tsar 90 actual. I have the con. Move to phase 3. Out. On me.
You play as Andre Nolan, Makarov's second in command in the first mission. And I don't understand the purpose of creating this character. They hype this guy up for nothing. The reason is because he becomes Makarov's second in command, but he's only really seen in 2 missions. That's it. This is a missed opportunity to make Yuri Makarov's second, but instead Yuri gets like 2 minutes of screen time in the entire game, despite being the main protagonist in the original Modern Warfare 3. Now about Andre, he's a boss that you fight at the end of High Rise, one of the only good open combat missions, which I will address in a moment. Now about Andre, there's something strange I noticed about him, and it's this.
A damn beauty! Takes more than that to kill me! G'day, mate. You focus on ahead. I've got your 6. A damn beauty!
Yes, he is Australian. The reason I found that to be strange is because he is the second in command of the Ultranationalists. The Ultranationalists! The Ultranationalists are a Russian faction. They are extremely racist towards anyone not Russian. How does an Australian become second to Makarov? I know his first name is Russian, but is he a Russian Australian? Did he change his first name? He seems to be born in Australia or grew up there as a child, as he doesn't have a Russian accent. Don't you think further explaining this would have made a great story explaining how he met Makarov and why he is so loyal to him? Maybe they could have had a flashback mission where Nolan met Makarov during a war and Makarov saved his life, so he pledged his loyalty to Makarov. Instead, the description for him when he was added in Season 1 of Modern Warfare 3 says he was former Australian Special Forces, then he was a mercenary, and then he met Makarov and he liked him because of how ruthless and capable he was as a commander. Seriously? This is the best they can do? Yuri's backstory was 100 times better than this. Yuri should have been Makarov's second in command in the reboot. Not this Nolan guy, he's just boring. But Yuri instead gets 2 minutes of screen time. What the hell?
Any issues?
Several.
Collateral damage.
I hope it's worth their sacrifice. What do you have?
FSB files in Barkov's research.
Chemical weapons.
As a soldier, Makarov was enamored with their potential.
Can they be neutralized?
I'm giving you everything we know.
Why?
Russia and the West face similar threats from within. It is imperative we collaborate to control them. Противник моего оппонента — мой союзник.
Nikolai by совсем согласился.
Он настоящий патриот. The Kremlin is not behind these chemicals.
That doesn't mean Makarov isn't working with Moscow.
There are extremists in both our governments.
Come again, Bravo. Bravo, your signal's weak. Come again.
In the blind, we have 2 missiles incoming to the Arklov base. They have chemical warheads. If you are there, get out.
It's not. There's another one coming.
We have to go. We cannot be seen together. Let's go. Dachi.
After the Nolan boss fight, you capture him and he refuses to talk, but Makarov is so stupid that he starts texting him like a child, which they're able to find his location in Siberia.
They're at war with the world, that's for sure.
He's got blind faith in Makarov.
Makarov needs him. Been contacting him non-stop. He knows something's wrong.
You intercepted
This
their
is
call.
like...
Affirmative.
This is like so stupid. It's like
quiet,
Makarov
but
is just
his radio
spamming him
and
with
phone
text
speak
messages.
volumes.
It's so
What do
stupid.
we know?
They're delivering someone or something to an abandoned Soviet prison complex.
Where?
Seriously? The original Makarov would never be this stupid, and he would never use a cell phone to text people. He would be using some kind of encrypted network, maybe some walkie-talkies, but the original Makarov would never talk on the phone. The story of Modern Warfare 3 is about Makarov's ultra-nationalists trying to blame Farah's forces in a false flag attack. At the start, Farah is receiving some missiles from Graves, the leader of Shadow Company, and she gets ambushed by Kony Group, the Russian mercenaries working for Makarov. The missiles, of course, get stolen, and then you have to figure out what Makarov is going to do with them. He then tries to launch them at Kastovia and blame Farah. But here's the problem with this. This is the exact same plot from Modern Warfare 2, but instead of Hassan, it's now Makarov. In Modern Warfare 2, Al-Qatala and an Iranian major, Hassan, had gotten their hands on American missiles and wanted to fire them at the US. The missiles caused such problems in Modern Warfare 2, and you find out the cartel is mixed in with it. Near the end of the game, you find out that these missiles were originally going to rebels fighting Al-Qatala, and the Russians stole these missiles and gave it to Hassan and Al-Qatala. So they got hijacked by Kony, who gave it to Hassan, and it ended in almost a giant catastrophe. The point is, these missiles caused such problems in the last game, and what happens again is that General Shepard and Graves decided to give Farah the missiles. Why did Farah even want the missiles in the first place? She says in Modern Warfare 1 that she's against crossing borders.
We can finish what he started.
You're a good friend, Captain. And the worst enemy, I'm sure. But I do not cross borders and invade. I defend my people here at home.
Well, sometimes the best line of defense.
Farah just wanted peace and the Russians out of her country. Her taking these massive offensive missiles from Graves when they caused such problems in the last game makes no sense. They just repeated it again. The only time Farah's forces attacked outside of Urzikstan was to stop Barkov once and for all because he kept intervening in Urzikstan and was developing chemical weapons outside of it. Later on, we have the No Russian mission. This is the mission at the end of Modern Warfare 2 that was hyped up as being in this game. It's called Passenger. In this one, and you don't play as an ultranationalist, you play as Samara, one of Farah's former fighters, and she gets framed by Makarov and some Al-Qatala members.
بنتك رابية.
كيف عرفت؟
ابنك طارق. جوزك خالد.
نعرف بعض؟
أنا بعرفك سمارة. أنت كنت ضابط بالULF. حاربت الروس.
إيه. من سنين.
من سنين. تسمعي ولا تحكي. احنا حنسيطر على الطيارة. حراس الجو وطاقم الطيارة كلهم معانا. وانتي كمان. عشان أورزكستان. يلا.
While this mission definitely had some shock value, it sucked compared to No Russian in the original Modern Warfare 2. The reason we didn't have a No Russian this time, in my opinion, is because of the controversy it would bring. Unfortunately, video games are too sensitive these days with political correctness, and that's most likely the reason. People that criticize the No Russian mission don't understand the purpose of it. No Russian was not meant to be that mission that you would enjoy, but that would horrify you. It was meant to introduce Makarov as a villain and show you how much of an evil psychopath he was, that he would even slaughter his own people. You did not have to kill anyone in the entire mission. What we got here was a cheap 5-minute version of No Russian.
Мы снижаемся. Дальше.
Hello, Samara. You exceeded my expectations today.
What do you think you are?
This is about who you are, Samara.
What is this?
History.
Get this off me, you fucking son of a bitch!
Shh. You will be a hero for what you're doing here, Samara.
No one will believe you. I am not a terrorist.
No. You're a citizen soldier inspired by Farah Karim to fight Russia. You're a freedom fighter.
You're Russian. This plane is full of Russians. How could you kill your own people?
No, I'm not killing them. You are.
Мы ниже 8000 футов, командир.
Лев в Узбекистане, Самара.
Give me that phone, you sick bastard! We can stop this!
Are you a terrorist?
No!
You look like one. Go get it.
Help me! Give me the cell phone! We have to defuse the bomb! Let me go! I need to get away! Hurry! Give it to me! Give me the...
And what about the Al-Qatala guys that are with Makarov? Why are they helping him? Obviously, Al-Qatala is an evil terrorist organization, but they hate the Russians just as much as the West, and Makarov wants to conquer Urzikstan for... Why is Al-Qatala working with Makarov? Al-Qatala targeted both the West and Russia in Modern Warfare 2019. Maybe they should have explained why they were helping Makarov. What was it for them? They hyped up Al-Assad with him, that once Farah is eliminated, he will take over Urzikstan with Al-Qatala. But no, there's no Al-Assad in this game either. Instead, Al-Qatala just helps Makarov just because they feel like it. Farah finds a few phones at the crash site, later proving she didn't do it, and this clears up her name in the next mission afterwards. While No Russian caused a giant chain reaction that led to Russia invading the US and triggering World War III. No war started because of the passenger mission, which makes it really suck unless they are leaving it for the next game, which that makes it even stupider. Now, despite how stupid the story was so far, there is a flashback mission to Verdansk in 2019. The stadium mission is the best mission in the game in my opinion, and definitely does seem like something the original Makarov would do. It was great to see Verdansk again, and Makarov's men were dressed up as paramedics and cops. You had civilians running at you while fighting an enemy that didn't care about killing civilians. It was the best mission in the game, 100%.
Check your shots. Inside.
A lot more green this time, but yeah, they got Verdansk right.
Or we still stand. Get out of here, go! Who's up ahead? Two civilians! Contact! Crossfire!
can't get a shot. You know, what kind of messed up situation this is in, that, you know, you try not to hit civilians, but your enemy at the same time just does not care. The enemy has a massive advantage in a situation like this.
Loosen up.
The really, really bad situation.
Gold Eagle, Bravo 6. We're internal and pushing to the VIP area.
First responders, don't shoot!
How did you get in here?
Security! Security let us in.
Who are you with?
Please, we are trying to save lives.
I need help over here.
Soldier, help, please.
Stand first,
These
Sergeant.
people need to get...
Despite how good that mission was, there was a problem with it. It wasn't explained why Makarov did the attack in Verdansk. Was it to weaken Verdansk for al-Assad's invasion a few months later, or what? There's no explanation. Makarov just wants to kill people, that's it, and that's stupid. And I know some people are going to tell me, oh, the stadium was to distract from the airport, where they would blow up the airport. But even blowing up the airport has no purpose. Why was he doing that? While the original Makarov was pure evil, everything Makarov did, he did for a reason. Let's take a look again at No Russian. The whole purpose of No Russian was to blame the United States for the attack on Russia. They used American weapons and only spoke in English. Plus, Makarov killed off a CIA mole, Private Allen, because he was tipped off by General Shepard. This was so that when Russia finds the body, they will attack the US, which they did. Makarov's gas attack in Modern Warfare 3, the original, it also had a purpose. Yeah, see that? The gas attack, it was meant to destabilize Europe and pave the way for a Russian invasion into Western Europe, and it worked. There was a reason for his attacks, but here there's no reason. Makarov just wants to kill people just because he wants to kill people. And on top of that, whenever Makarov is trying to blame Farah's faction for something, he's constantly sending in Kony soldiers with Russian weapons and Russian uniforms to those areas. Like when Kony puts up flags of Urzikstan, they are still dressed in Russian uniforms. This defeats the entire purpose. When Russian mercenaries are found dead at the missile sites and the crash site, isn't everyone going to know that Makarov did it? In fact, it would have made much more sense if Makarov hired Al-Qatala forces to dress as Farah's forces when they were launching the missiles, not his own men. That ruins his own plan because people are going to find the Kony bodies and they're going to know the Russians were doing that. And what about the General Shepard crap? So like I said, after you capture Nolan, Makarov is so stupid that he decides to start texting him and spamming him, revealing that his men are in Siberia. At this point, Task Force 141 and Farah go to Siberia and ambush Makarov's convoy. They find a single prisoner inside and they unmask him, and who is it, you may ask?
Six to Watcher. No Makarov. Target was not in the convoy. Prisoner's been intercepted and secured.
Can you ID?
Stand by.
Demon Jesus.
Is that General Shepard?
The fuck? Captain?
Fuck, is there a single shit show that you are not a part of?
Ghost, you seeing this?
In my sight.
Let's smoke him and call it a day.
6, who do you have?
Gold fucking Eagle, actual.
Shepard?
And the cold flesh.
Holy shit.
Cap, we're sitting ducks out here. Then let's move him. Why are you here?
They're hunting us, John. They found me first.
What did
you
trade
BS.
Not a goddamn thing.
Bollocks.
I'm a 4-star United States general.
And they kept you alive. Let's toss this fucker back in the lake.
I know Makarov's next target.
You didn't even know you were the fucking target.
Oh, you were chasing your own tail before I stepped in.
Give it to us then.
You get me out of here first.
All stations, I'm tracking helos inbound north. 10 clips out.
Roger.
What's the call, Bravo?
The only got intel was solid. Even if he is lying now, we can still use him. We dump him, we're walking away with nothing. Ghost, Farah, push to the exfil.
Roger.
Watcher, tell Nick we're
So, That's right, it's General Shepard. Captain Price is pissed, and for good reason. But my question is, what the hell is General Shepard doing here? This part of the story was never cleared up. Why the hell is he here? I thought they were going to do some twist where he was plotting with Makarov. After all, Yuri said there are extremists in both our government. But that's not what happened. Instead, General Shepard is all like, I just got captured. Thank you for saving me. What the hell? How do you ignore such an important plot point? He just gets captured, taken to Siberia, and there is no explanation. General Shepard is a top-level U.S. general with Shadow Company on his payroll. How does he get captured, taken across the world, all the way to Siberia and Russia, and no one knows about it? The government would be looking all over the place if a top general disappeared. I was so annoyed how they never explained what he was doing in Siberia. They're just all like, oh, let's just throw General Shepard into this mission just to make it a twist. The only problem is that the twist is not even explained. And then we have Makarov's stupid financier. This woman is such a forgetful character that I even forgot her name. I will have it up on the screen. But she is apparently a Russian billionaire oligarch that funds Makarov's operations. Later on in the story, in a terrible open combat mission, Soap and Ghost infiltrate her house and get her to easily give up Makarov because of this. This is why she betrays Makarov.
Fuck you.
Sit down, Melina. Where's your boss?
I don't have a boss. No one tells me what to do.
How we doing, boys?
She's not talking.
She's about to.
Give me your hand.
Why? Or else you'll cut it off?
Not my style. He might.
Why the mask?
To hide my face.
We're in.
Nothing in my banking will get you any closer to Vladimir.
We'll see about that.
There's multiple Kony Group accounts hiding in plain sight. Several recent transfers to Zordaya prison.
The Gulag.
Money for Makarov's escape.
Wealth opens doors.
Let's withdraw a few rubles from Makarov's coffers then, shall we?
Done. Let me know if we hit a nerve.
85 million of Makarov's transferred to a CIA black fund.
Vladimir's York is already bought and paid for. You're not very good at this.
Neither are you. All your men are dead and your accounts are wide open.
You're stealing from Makarov's future, not mine.
Oh, Soap, do you hear that?
I did.
Let's make this personal.
We need to get off the eggs. Make this happen or we take her with us.
Swiss National Bank.
This is your personal account, huh?
Money's hardly been touched.
It will be.
Ты кого, сука, себе принимаешь?
Looks like we found that pressure point, boys.
Let's drain it.
Don't you fucking dare!
Something wrong, Miss Romanova.
I don't know Makarov's plans. I am a financier, nothing more.
Give him your print.
Or tell us where to find Makarov.
Fuck you. And that little birdie in your ear. That account is my money. I fought for it, I earned it.
One more push and we got her.
Last call, or he takes over.
He'll know you were here. I'm as good as dead without my money. I need my money!
We need Makarov. Where is he?
Vostok! There's a wire transfer to Vostok capital in St. Petersburg. Vladimir buys old properties, abandoned buildings. I don't know how he uses them. That's all I can tell you.
I see it. That's all we need.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Good chat.
When you beg him for your lives, he won't let you have them!
That's right, it's her money accounts. This is another example of how badly this story is written. An oligarch businesswoman that is a billionaire knows how the system works. She knows how to hide her money in several offshore accounts that no one would ever find. She would have code names and passwords to access that money, and yet Laswell is able to easily access her funds like nothing. If it was this easy to access her money, wouldn't it have made more sense to completely drain her bank accounts the moment she started funding Makarov's terrorist attacks? What the hell? And her money is in Russian banks, which will not cooperate with the US. And when Makarov had a front for his operations, it was a shady company called Frigata Industries in Modern Warfare 3, the original, to fund his operations and chemical weapons. He had it well hidden instead of asking a billionaire to fund him. And then we have Philip Graves. My god, this guy. This is the worst character in the game besides Makarov, and when I say the worst, I mean poorly written and designed. Graves was a very interesting character in Modern Warfare 2, a ruthless mercenary who did whatever he was ordered to do. He's the leader of Shadow Company, and would run General Shepard's personal covert operations for him. It was Shadow Company that failed in delivering the missiles to rebels, where Konni Group stole them in Modern Warfare 2, and Graves is stupid enough to try that again with Farah, and the exact same thing happens. Konni steals the missiles once again. But that's not the biggest plot point with this guy. Captain Price mentions to Farah about what Graves did.
Who sent you the missiles?
Shadow Company.
Shadow Company don't have that kind of firepower. They're errand boys with tac vests.
They're allies.
They carried out a hit on my men.
Commander Graves did this.
Yeah, well, he had his orders, yeah.
From who?
General Shepard. Did Shepard send you those missiles?
My weapons are my business.
He's a very dangerous man, Farah.
We are all dangerous, Captain. Look. I never want to lie to you, but I can't tell you everything. What you call classified, I call secrets. My country is under siege again. My brother warned us.
This could go a lot deeper than Urzikstan.
Well, then let's help each other. Like always, I hope you trust me.
Implicitly.
Good. See you on the other side.
Excuse me. First of all, Farah owes Captain Price after everything he helped her with and the numerous times he saved her people. And also, how the hell does Farah and Alex not know about what Graves pulled in Mexico? Are we forgetting this incident?
Some kind of negotiation. It's not. I've got my orders. And now you have yours.
And who the fuck do you think you are, cabron? My men are inside!
I'm afraid not. Your men have been detained.
Graves, what the fuck? Go, Johnny! Get out of there! So, go!
You there, Ghost? That was a big mistake, brother. Did not have to be like this. Son of a bitch. Find him!
Farah and Alex claim they have no idea about what Graves did, and then Farah had the nerve to tell Price that he is helping her people. There is no reason that Farah and Alex would not have known about what Graves did. And the original Alex from Modern Warfare 2019, if they actually got his character right, would have killed Graves if he found out what he did. Instead, the logic the developer is using here is that Farah and Alex are not in contact with Task Force 141 because Alex left to join Farah's Free Urzikstan forces, so they had no idea about what Graves did. That's absolute nonsense. What did Captain Price do in Modern Warfare 2 the moment General Shepard betrayed him? Makarov early in the story, he gave Makarov the information that Alan was an American agent.
We're under attack by Shepard's men in the boneyard. So, hold the left flank. Do not trust Shepard. I say again, do not trust Shepard. So, get down!
That's right, he tried to warn Soap and Ghost. Even if Captain Price did not have a moment to call Alex and Farah right away, he would have done everything in his power to get information out, to get the word out as soon as possible. The fact that Alex and Farah have no idea about Graves committing war crimes in Mexico is just stupid. And that's not the worst part. When Soap, Ghost, and Gaz are forced to work with Graves again, they all just get pissed at him for betraying them, not because he murdered hundreds of people in Mexico.
Ready to rumble?
This is a joint operation. ULF 141 and Shadow. Together as one.
Guys?
Together as one. You sure?
If we don't...
Okay, yes, I get it, that they're pissed Graves betrayed them. But Graves betraying Ghost and Stope isn't the worst thing he did. Are we forgetting that this guy had detained Alejandro's entire team and then invaded a Mexican town searching for the cartel in Hassad and murdered the entire town? And also, Task Force 141 killed like over 100 Shadow Company operatives. This guy committed war crimes. He literally mass murdered hundreds of people in that town.
Line him up next to his amigo.
Graves and Shadow are on a killing spree.
All mine, Graves.
Looking good, John. Hassan had us.
I said turn around! Imbécil! Estas calles son nuestras!
Do it.
Fucking hell.
Have a word with him, shall we?
Creeping Jesus. Poor bastard. On the rope.
That's a start. Keep looking.
Happy to, sir.
They're just killing everybody, not just cartel.
Shut the fuck up.
Stop resisting.
Escúchame, cabrón. You are making a mistake muy fucking grande.
You like working for narcos?
Esto es territory de las armas.
You like money?
No.
El dinero, hombre?
Please.
Graves is rounding up cops.
He's judge, jury, and
So,
executioner now.
oh, this is gonna be risky right now. Oh. This may even cause a war between Mexico and the US. An American private military company mass murdered an entire town in Mexico, and yet it's not even brought up once in the entire story. Not once! Not once! And both General Shepard and Graves had to testify in front of the House, but Graves betrayed him.
We owe a debt of gratitude to our task force and to the ULF for our success against Vladimir Makarov and his private army.
Much has been said about the ULF. Are Farah Karim and her soldiers a terror organization?
No, Farah Karim is and always has been an ally to the United States and our Western partners in the region.
How did Commander Karim obtain American armament?
For nearly a decade, I sent weapons to Commander Karim to support her missions against Al-Qatala and Russian incursions into Urzikstan.
Were those shipments legal?
No. In order to save lives, I commissioned illegal shipments with funds I approved myself.
Quiet, quiet, please. General Shepard, in October of 2022, did you authorize Shadow Company to fire on a task force under your command in Las Almas, Mexico?
No, I did not.
Mr. Graves? Were you given orders to use lethal force against TF-141?
Yes, I was.
Quiet. Quiet in this chamber. Who gave you those orders?
General Herschel Shepard.
Did you act on those orders, Mr. Graves?
No, absolutely not, sir.
Quiet. Quiet.
This is the biggest waste of an opportunity here. They didn't even ask about all the murders in Mexico, instead just asked about him betraying Task Force 141. This would have been a perfect opportunity to bring back Alejandro, who is a very popular character in Modern Warfare 2. Imagine if Alejandro walked into the courtroom. It would have been a shocking scene. Alejandro should have been here to testify that Graves had killed his people and imprisoned his men. It would have been the end of him. And what happens in the assault on Makarov's base? We are led to believe that Makarov is on the final helicopter assaulting us as we stop his chemical weapons.
Blue sky, son.
Appreciate the assist, Shadow.
6 to all stations. That kill is not confirmed. I say again, that kill is not confirmed.
Makarov was not on that helicopter.
PID on Makarov.
Gold Eagle Actual to all stations. Your orders are to stand down. We got nothing but fire and brimstone out there, and that's all the confirmation we need. 6, go to 1.
Go for 6.
It's over, John. We nailed that bastard to hell and gone.
Yeah, that's what we said about your little shadow Graves, yeah?
Makarov's dead, Captain. Don't let him live inside your head. Eagle out.
Shepard only sees what he wants.
His name on a win, another medal on his chest. What do you see?
It's what I don't see that worries me.
Exactly.
If he's alive, he'll let us know.
Where and when?
How did they even know that Makarov's on that helicopter? It's all pure nonsense. Everyone knows he's still alive. And then let's talk about Makarov's stupid final plan. His plan is to bomb the English Channel after he supposedly dies in that helicopter crash. It was the stupidest way to say Makarov was dead. We all know he was very much alive. Makarov decides to bomb the English Channel tunnel. Here's my question. Makarov simply being an evil villain is not enough. Makarov is evil. However, he always has a reason for why he does things. Now here, there's no reason. He's all like, oh, I'm just evil, let's just bomb the English Channel. And so he decides he's gonna bomb it and kill all these people, and for what exactly? Just to cause chaos? And what about the Konni group's ties? They have their uniforms everywhere. You know Makarov's entire plan of no Russian is pointless when you find dead Konni soldiers everywhere. You find Konni soldiers, Russian mercenaries, at places after terrorist attacks. You find their bodies and their weapons all over the place. But it gets worse, guys. Much worse. I asked you guys what the dumbest plot point was in the game, and this is what you guys chose, and I agree. Makarov had no real plan. It was just to kill people because he's evil. The most typical Hollywood storyline. And when you are defusing the bombs, you have the dumbest death scene in the entire Call of Duty series, which is Soap's death.
Two fuses. We need to cut both at the same time. Red wire.
Red wire. Got it.
Take this to hell with you, Captain. Never bury your enemies alive.
No! You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god.
Bloody hell. Johnny!
Captain, the bomb! How do we stop it?
Find the red wire. Red only, son, so we cut together on 3, copy?
Rog, on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Disarmed. Disarmed. We're clear.
All stations, this is Bravo in the blind. Threat neutralized. Bomb is safe. 1 KIA.
Now when I was reading your comments, you guys were telling me that the ending was gonna piss me off. Now I see exactly what you guys were talking about. And where the hell is Makarov? He like ran out the back door? What just happened? Now look, fans aren't pissed that Soap died. What they are pissed about is how it happened. Fans don't mind an important character dying, but it has to be meaningful and have an impact on the story. It has to be some kind of heroic sacrifice. That was just stupid. Makarov came up behind Soap, shot him in the head, and ran into some back door. People started memeing about me saying that Makarov ran out the back door, but that's exactly what happened. It's so stupid. This might be one of the few Call of Duty games where you don't kill the main antagonist at the end. In the original Modern Warfare 2, it was fine, because the main antagonist was really General Shepard. Soap sacrificed himself. Makarov somehow managed to escape when the entire English Channel would be cut off. How did he escape? How did he even get out of that? How he would escape would be beyond me. And in the final scene, Captain Price kills Shepard in a dumb way. I was so pissed at Soap dying like this that I didn't even care about the Shepard scene at this point. The reason Soap's death in this game is the stupidest Call of Duty death of all time is because when Soap died in the original Modern Warfare 3, it made fans cry, but no one hated it. Soap's death was sad and shocking for numerous reasons. For one, Kamarov died in that same scene, and it showed just how Makarov got the jump on you, and it revealed something about Yuri's past.
Price, who is that?
Kamarov. I'm sorry, Price. Captain Price. Ад ждет тебя.
Price, get out of there!
So Kamarov was captured and tied with a bomb and sent up the elevator.
You never should have
come here. What the hell is he talking about? Get out now!
So you heard what Makarov said. Yuri, my friend, you never should have come here.
Yuri! Grab him! We have to move now!
Soap's death was tragic and sad, but Infinity Ward brought in a brand new character called Yuri. We found out about Yuri's past, and in just a few minutes, we went from hating Yuri to feeling bad for him. That's how good the story was.
Not now, son. Just rest. Get a medic! Come on, stay with me, son. Nice. So, you have to go now! Get off me!
This is definitely one of the saddest Modern Warfare scenes. Probably actually the most sad Modern Warfare scene, now that you think about it. And so this part of the story here, this was very well done.
So trusted you. I thought I could too. So why?
So Yuri, a new character that was just added, they added like a whole detailed story behind him.
I was young and patriotic when I first met Vladimir Makarov.
Yuri, wake up. Zakhaev wouldn't want you to miss this. This deal will generate millions for our cause. Money can buy many things, even power. The road to our future begins here, my friend.
This is from, remember, the Pripyat mission. Zakhaev gets his arm blown off here. And, notice how when Makarov talks, he's in red. That he's an enemy. Yuri remembers him as an enemy.
Zakhaev never forgot what we did for him that day. Our reward was power. But power corrupts.
And Makarov was the one who gave Al-Assad the order to detonate the nuke.
Today, we show the world our true strength. Perhaps it will give you some as well. Is everything ready? Do it.
Thousands of souls extinguished by the push of a button.
Yuri's story links Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 so nicely together.
It's only the beginning.
This wasn't war. It was madness.
I know what you have done, Yuri. I know what you have told them. My friend, my ally, my betrayer. What happens here today will change the world forever. Nothing can stop this. Not even you.
And so this also shows you what an absolute scumbag Private Allen was. That Private Allen was there, and he made no attempt to stop it. Because remember what I said, Private Allen was a bad person as well. Private Allen was going to follow any order given to him by General Shepard no matter what. And he probably would have gone along with General Shepard's master plan if General Shepard hadn't betrayed him. And what's really cool is in the Modern Warfare 2 remaster, if you actually go back, you can actually see Yuri trying to stop Makarov in the No Russian mission.
He was a soldier of Russia, not a taker of innocent lives. But in his eyes, this marked me as the enemy.
Okay, Yuri. You bought yourself some time. For now.
And when you are attacking Makarov at the end, Yuri gets hurt, and you go for Makarov.
Leave me! Don't let him get away!
Makarov's heading to the roof.
So now this part here, this is like the most satisfying villain defeat, I think, that ever exists in a video game. I remember the first time that I was doing this, my stress were just going through the roof here.
Goodbye, Captain Price.
Then Yuri came back. This made Captain Price like really angry, like one of his last few friends that died. This is such a satisfying villain death. I think that this is personally like the best way to end the Modern Warfare series. Like, Modern Warfare 3 was like the best ending. That was my second favorite Call of Duty ending behind World at War. It was so perfect, because so many of Captain Price's friends died along the way in the original games. Gaz, Griggs, Soap, Kamarov, Sandman, and that's just a few. And you were killing this guy who just killed Yuri, saving our life. You were enraged like Captain Price and going to kill this evil madman that started World War III and killed millions of people. Makarov has the most brutal death of the antagonists, but it was a well-deserved death. After all, the suffering and deaths he caused. You feel none of that in the new Modern Warfare 3, and he gets away! The guy gets away! There is no satisfaction at the end. You don't even hear Soap's final words. Nope, he's just dead. This completely ruined that scene in Modern Warfare 2 when Ghost saves Soap. The whole scene felt pointless with how stupid of a death Soap had in Modern Warfare 3.
We're not attacking. We are fading.
Ooh.
Perfect show, LT.
You called it, Sergeant.
All stations. Hassan's down. Enemy KIA.
And guess what, guys? I just talked about how stupid the story was. I didn't even talk about how terrible the open combat missions are. These are brand new mission types that should be completely deleted and never added to another Call of Duty game ever again. Modern Warfare 3 had 14 missions, and in total, 6 of those were open combat missions. What are open combat missions? They are missions where you run around and complete a series of objectives. While it might sound great on paper, the AI are like bots in DMZ. They aren't the same kind of bots you encounter in the story. You run around and loot containers and rare loot like it's Warzone or something. If you want an example of open missions working, look at that one mission in Spain in Modern Warfare 2. That mission was awesome as you got to choose your sniper position and entrance, and Captain Price would take out the other targets and tell you how high or low you have to aim.
Target if they are moving.
Okay, so there's a little bit of drop.
Stay sharp. We can't let them reach the bodies of the other patrol. It's just him. Compensate 3 notches for bullet drop.
Clean hit.
Got him okay.
Cartel siren. It's only him. 3.5 notches for bullet drop.
3.5 notches.
Bullseye. Another dead narco.
Something like that is cool. We want cinematic, more linear missions. We don't want these open combat garbage missions. But these open combat missions were annoying also because the moment you get caught, you're dead. Because the bots will rush you like zombies using no cover. It's just annoying. And the damn mission, despite going back to Verdansk, is the worst open combat mission because the AI have helicopters and the objectives are so far apart. Even when you call in a helicopter kill streak that you can find, for some reason, the AI know exactly where you are. The only open combat mission I enjoyed was High Rise, the apartment mission where you capture Nolan, because you have to choose your approach on how you climb the building. And how long is this masterpiece of a game? It just like Angry Joe says, 4 hours! 4 hours! And some people even beat it in less than that. My campaign took about 5 hours, and the only reason for that was because I do a lot of commentary in between missions, giving my thoughts, and I play on hardened difficulty. If you put this on recruit difficulty, you could just run through this whole thing in 3 hours or less. This is the worst Call of Duty campaign I have ever played, and I mean that. I know some people will say, what about Vanguard? And I asked you guys the same question, and most of you guys said this was worse than Vanguard. While Vanguard definitely was one of the worst stories, Vanguard was at least 1 hour longer. Yes, it was a longer story. It didn't even have half of its missions as open combat missions. And the things that pissed me off generally about Vanguard wasn't even the story, but the massive historical inaccuracies, especially with the guns, like the Japanese carrying STG-44s. And the main bad guy, Freisinger, at the end of the story, you got to kill him. He didn't escape on his plane or run out some back door like Makarov. I will tell you guys this, my main complaint about Modern Warfare 2, the 2022 version, was that we only really had one mission in Urzikstan. But now at this point, I really miss the cartel storyline in Modern Warfare 2. It was so much better. And what even happened to the cartel and Valeria and Alejandro? According to the DMZ storyline, the cartel was smuggling weapons to feed port for Al-Qatala in the Republic of Adal. What happened with that? Where the hell is Valeria? And where the hell is Alejandro? What happened with the cartel? It's like I know the lore of these games better than the devs. But I bet you the cartel will come back in a season for Modern Warfare 3, and the developers of Modern Warfare 3 felt offended when they were called out at the Game Awards for their campaign being too short.
Mother... All right, I get it. I'm not gonna stand up here making long speeches. I'm gonna stick to the script, No 8-minute speech like last year. But fun fact, my speech was actually longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign.
What?
Another company I'll never work for.
You feel more offended about someone criticizing your game than actually listening to the fans. The review bombs that Modern Warfare 3 got made me so happy, and the reason for that was because I was scared that the majority of Call of Duty fans have forgotten the campaign. I thought they only cared about Warzone and multiplayer, but my faith in the Call of Duty community was restored when I saw so many people calling this campaign out. The developers should know, when we pay $70 for your game, we expect a good, decently long story, not a rushed garbage like we got here. The fans won't stand for it anymore. Campaign matters as well. It's not all about Warzone. And what will I give this campaign? What is my final verdict? A 3 out of 10. This campaign is lazy, rushed, the missions are terribly designed like open combat missions, the story makes no sense, the writing is terrible, and it's 4 hours! 4 hours! It had some good missions like the Gulag and the Silo mission with Price, but half the other missions were terrible. Don't buy this game unless it's on sale, and if you are going to get it so you can play the new Zombies mode with your friends. That mode isn't amazing, but at least it's better than Vanguard Zombies. But strictly talking about the campaign, this is the worst and most laziest one I have ever seen, and I really hope Treyarch sees this and delivers a great story this year, longer than 4 hours, and no open combat missions. No more open combat missions and no stupid death scenes. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Did you dislike most of the Modern Warfare 3 story, or do you think I'm wrong? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.
You serious?